Bill Reed, so here we are in what is essentially the center of the athletic facilities here at the University of Portland. Chalice Center behind us, Merlo Field, Etzel Field. Probably looks a little different now than it did back when you were a student.
Oh, much different now. This was just a flat field all the way to the main parking lot on both sides. The baseball stadium didn't exist. We basically played intramurals behind me. We had huge intramural games over here. So yes, changed tremendously over the years, in a positive way. In a positive way.
And so we were talking earlier, baseball field, before you got here, it used to be located somewhere over in the quad.
Yep.
Baseball field moved, I think it was
right
here
us.
briefly,
Yeah,
and then
right
when you were
us.
here, it was over here known as Farley Field.
Farley Field.
Did you go to some of the games over there?
We will go to games over there. We're able to sit anywhere we want except on the field, and get up real close. And you don't want to get up too close because the ball does come off the bat. But we will go to games, and they put some seats in a small little portable thing. But we just sat in the grass, threw a blanket down, and we'd sit around. It was great.
And it seems like Merlo Field, Chalice Center, and Etzel Field all kind of came to be during a few short years together. Talk about this, you and Joe Etzel back then, and watching Joe go through the process of get these facilities built.
Joe basically, the baseball stadium as we have now, basically Joe built that with his family and friends and his children. It was always a treat after a baseball game. Joe would always have to have his team and family go out and prep the field and put the field to bed after the game. They would show up sometimes on Saturdays when there was no game and do something on the field. So it was an Etzel family process, not just Joe himself. And then Merlo Field, when they first built Merlo Field, we didn't have any grandstands. So people just walked in, and first couple of games, I don't even think we had portable seats yet. Portable seats finally came in, and Joe was so excited about the portable seats. I remember the day that we had North Carolina come and play us, and Joe and I were up on the very top of the grandstand right next to the press box, and people just kept coming in, and Joe could see from way far away, like the Field of Dreams, or just driving in. and Joe's looking and going, we're saying, Joe, somewhere along the way we got to close the gate. Well, Bill, a couple more. And a couple more became hundreds, and they were ringing the field, standing, sitting. It was a great experience. We played well for about the first 10, 15 minutes, and then our talent and their talent were different, and they took charge, but it was a great game.
Nice.
Great game. Great game.
Well, let's go for a walk.
Okay. Wander over.
Here we are in another part of campus that has probably undergone some changes since you first came here. Prue pitch, the grass soccer practice field, and this is where the old soccer field used to be with the track around it, right?
Right. This is where we had the NCAA first game against Stanford here, and they put up a snow fence all the way around with probably 2 entrances, and Stanford shows up, and they're used to probably a little bit more than a couple snow fences, and we beat them, which was a great victory for us. And that was Clyde's first NCAA game, and of many to come, many, many.
So now Prue pitch, been here for about 10 years, named after Father Pruszinski, who was a close friend of yours, along with another father, Father Barr. Talk about Father Prue and Father Barr and what they meant to you.
Well, Father Prue was my rector when I lived over in Shipstead, and he was a young priest at that time, and in accounting, and he knew almost everybody in the accounting field. I was in education, but just got to know him over the years, over the months, because after about 6 months in as a student, there was an opening for an RA, and he came and asked me, I guess I had impressed him, he came and asked me if I wanted to be an RA. And I said, yeah. He said, well, come on by for an interview. So I went to his place, had an interview, we sat down, and we talked for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And he said, you got the job, here's the master key. Now they have to go through like weeks and weeks and weeks of processing, making sure you write a resume, letters of recommendation. 10 minutes and I was an RA, basically.
All right, Bill, next stop is Shipstead Hall, where it all started. All right, Bill Reed, here we are at Shipstead Hall, which was the new dorm when you were here. Has it changed much through the years?
No, it really hasn't changed at all. I mean, it's still the dorm. I go in and look at my room. Still exactly, I shouldn't say exactly. They have changed the carpet and they moved a couple things around, but pretty much the 4 walls are still where they were. The door is still where it was. It's still the same place. It's a great dorm. It was a great tour.
And this could be considered where it all began for you.
It is.
And now it's coming to an end. Any final thoughts as you head off into the sunset?
Well, I just want to thank the university, because the reason I am here is because of the patience that many, many people on this campus had with me. Allowed me to grow and become who I am today. You must realize that, becoming the events director for the University of Portland, my only resume basically that could be supportive of that was I taught 7th and 8th grade for 10 years. And so as managing classroom management skills, dealing with 7th and 8th grade boys and girls, really gave me the opportunity of taking those skills and laying them here. Now, many, many more skills had to be honed and built and so forth than I did over the years, but the patience of the university to stay with me allowed me to excel as much as I think I have excelled here. And I really believe the university's moved forward a little bit with me at the helm, but not a lot, but just a little bit.
Bill Reed, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Enjoy your day, and hopefully we'll go Pilots.